I envy you because you have, obviously, you're a more enlightened person. See, I think of sex as a shameful, filthy act.
Catholic, are you?
No,
Oh, where have you picked this up?
I grew up that way, and
And the farm, watching animals doing it in rural Canada.
Sow,
A moose being
sow,
ransacked against
sow,
some timber.
sow,
A sow.
sow.
They listen.
We were pig farmers.
They're not gracious creatures when it comes to conjugal matters. I've
Oh,
recently
no.
had an
Worst
interaction.
oral sex you could imagine.
Horrible gums,
Yeah.
sort of yellowing molars. I would never engage in sex with anything porcine. I see once. I went round a friend's house. They had a pig. They thought it was an angle.
Yeah.
I go. It's like, they goes, "Oh, the pig's coming out," and I could hear it. So this sort of desperate respiratory announcements preceded its arrival.
Yeah.
It come out blind. It was. Shuffled out at me, and they went with a pig, and you'll know this being from the world of pig farming. They said never take a step back once that pig comes out, otherwise the pig owns the hierarchical status between the two of you.
Yeah.
In fact, take a step towards the pig. Never did I deny my nature more, I'm a vegetarian, than stepping towards this unholy looking creature.
It is.
I did it anyway.
It is an unholy creature, for
Ghastly.
God's sakes. Jesus threw the demons in them and let them go over the cliff.
Jesus thought that they were simply a receptacle for demons. And then even then, get them over a cliff. It wasn't like let them live in the barnyard full of demons. Got rid of them, executed them. So for me, I got no... as a vegetarian, I love all of the animals, but pigs...
I will tell you my idea of a vegetarian. First of all, let me say, I once saw a video, and I don't search out these videos, but you know when guys show them to you? They go, you'll want to see this, and you're like, Jesus. And then there's no one seeing it, you know. But it was a guy having, it was a pig having sex with a lady.
I've seen that.
And I...
They have prehensile penises, don't
They
they?
do, they
Called
do.
like corkscrews. It's like their penis is its own independent entity trying to get away from the pig, which all of us can identify with. Ghastly little
But I
creature.
felt sorry for the pig because here's the pig having sex with a beautiful woman, then they throw him back in the sty, you know? You know what I'm saying?
It's like a cruel thing to do. It's like the midpoint of trading places. It's a very unfair thing to do that. Yeah.
During the break, he's become even more funny and famous. Now, you recently gave a speech at the University of Iowa, and I'm told that 80% of the audience walked out. What could you possibly have said to them to make 80% of them walk out?
Well, it wasn't a speech. It was like some stand-up.
Yeah, well, what did you say to them?
I was just talking, like, I don't have my stand-up act. I just talk about whatever I'm thinking about lately.
So
But
what'd you say
at the
to them?
time, it was about having sex with an animal.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't, like, weird. It was like, I'm not in
Of course
favor.
not.
I'm not in favor of
Yeah.
it. But I was just talking about it because I thought it was odd. Like, they have a word for it, bestiality.
Uh-huh.
And nobody I know has ever done it. Nobody I know, you know what I mean? I've never known anybody that's ever known anybody that's ever had sex with animals. But a lot of people are having sex with animals on account of they got that word, bestiality. It's in the dictionary. It ain't easy to get a word in the
Yeah,
dictionary.
so somebody's doing it.
Somebody's got to be going, hey, man, even if some animals, hey, we got to come up with a word, whatever. So I can't remember what joke, but it was some joke about, like, I said, I feel sorry for the animal because, you know, they get to have sex with a super hot lady, and then the next day they bring him back another pig. You know, because the pig initially, he was having sex with another pig. He didn't know. He was, hey, this is a nice looking thing. But then they go, you know. And then I also said I feel sorry for. Imagine if you watch one of those video, you know, of a guy, a pig having sex with a woman, and then you recognize that, hey, isn't that woman that wouldn't go out with me? I feel bad. Anyway, it was just a harmless joke.
Yeah.
Ralph
good
Bellamy
analogy.
would be...
Well, but I think that let's save our sympathy here for the female because, you know, in a way, where do you go get yourself to look at that thing and think, oh, we'll put that into my mouth? I mean, I wouldn't eat it if it had been cooked. So live, writhing and about to dispense sperm.
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you.
But a human being, I think anything that you do
But
sexually
what do you think is wronger?
wrong in
More wrong. What do you think is more wrong? Having sex with a child, human being, or an adult pig?
like you've got to do one. That's the
You got to
options.
do one, yeah. You're on a deserted
It's
island.
not me. It's some hypothetical
You're
person.
on a
I,
deserted
Russell
island
Brand,
with a
am
single tree.
elevated. It's
You're
not
on a-
me. It's this person called Doug.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Doug
exactly.
is on this island.
Doug
Ugh.
is on a deserted
Doug
island.
probably went there because he likes both of these options.
Yeah.
He swam there. What? There's an island with a pig and a kid. How do I get there? Swam there with an erection. Used his penis like a killer whale tail, lashing his way to the island.
How old are you?
Well, hold on a minute. That's non sequitur.
What kind of
Your
erection do
questions.
you have?
Hold on a second. Mine's marvelous. But let's say I
Because mine
think
is bendy.
I do it with look. I won't have sex with a child because I think the pig may not be as bothered as a child. I think it could have huge psychological impact on the child. So out of compassion, I would advise Doug to do it with the pig and to leave the child alone because of the potential psychological impact. Even though the child's on a bloody island anyway, that's going to mess him up, all that Robinson Crusoe crap. But
Yeah.